She lost everything.
Time I'm using this microphone, so I have no idea what it even sounds like. Yeah, making beats, what's good, bro? Bro, you have to check out this reverb because, first off, I think I was impressed with the fact that it comes with a power supply more than anything because if you know anything about pedals, they don't really come with power supplies, right? Oh yeah, I opened the box and boom, power supply right there. So right now, it's dry signal. I got one Verbera on the Mantis. I actually have another one on the GR1. And here, I'm gonna activate the reverb. What it sounds like. This is just dry signal right now. Oh! Well, basically, it's a dual reverb, right? You have a convolution reverb, which is anything in yellow or the orange, and you have algorithmic reverb. When you hit this button here, it brings up these blue rings, right? And, you know, you can affect the parameters accordingly. So, when you put up the mix on this current, and this is only one reverb coming through right now. I hit this, and I bring up the mix. It's going to bring up the mix on the algorithmic. Again, that's the dry signal. And this patch is, patch is this. Okay, this is a patch that Samurai is always telling me to try out. Whatever reverbs I've bought the last few days, just trying to figure out what reverb I want. Because the other day I was in Guitar Center, I bought the Electro Harmonics Oceans 11, which is a mono reverb, and that's how I felt about it. I was just right? And I also got from GFI a specular reverb, I think it was called, and that was alright. It was cool, but I think because it was a used pedal, there was some kind of something about it was off balance between the left and right, and it just never sounded right as I was just testing it out. So I returned those two and basically got two of these. I had the Walrus, the R1 Mako, whatever it is, reverb, and here, let me put up the mix. Dude, how I even discovered this was that synthesizer shop that I go to every once in a while, right? And I'll do a live stream. That place is amazing. It just happened to be on their website, and it caught my eye because it's gorgeous. It's got this, like, I don't even know what color that is. It's like some kind of shade of green, like a deep green colors in that screen, I mean, I was hooked. Aesthetically, I was hooked. So, Mako was decent, but there was something about the tone of the sound that didn't sit right with me. It was, can't even describe it. It was very, in like the high range of frequencies. It was very wispy and airy, and it just didn't translate any like bottom end in the reverb, and it kind of was, I don't know, it was disappointing to me. So, someone told me to go check this out. I went and checked it out today. And I mean, it left such an instant impression on me that I was like, yo, I need 2 of these. Wrap them up. So, yeah. This patch, like I was saying, is a patch that Samurai always tells me to mess with. And as you can hear, I'm pretty sure you can hear, it's going left and right in the stereo field. And it just sounds wicked when you put some reverb on it. So here, I'm going to go through some presets. And, STF you a little bit. But when you spin this IR button, these are the convolution reverbs, right? And then this preset button will control the algorithmic voices, right? They all sound amazing. I don't know if you can really see what it says, but this one says tape drifter. You can hear it's kind of dragging out the pitch a little bit. It sounds pretty cool. I like it. And then when you twist this knob, you're going to bring in features from the other reverb. One for Mantis, one for Tasty Chips, so don't get lonely. Well, the thing is, you know, back in the day, when I say that, I mean like just a couple months ago, I wasn't really into pedals very much. I never really messed with pedals, so, you know, I didn't really think about them. But now doing live sets, you know, Samurai, Echo, Machines, the other Renegades, you know, a lot of people are doing live sets, so you kind of have to do it, right? You want to put something interesting out there, so I pretty much need an effect for every damn synth. So I don't know what effects you guys mess with, but for the money, this is one I've been using too, right? I actually have 2 of these as well, and this one's only, what, I think it's on sale at Guitar Center for 99 bucks. And you can chain together 6 different effects. This one here has 4, right? So it's got a space hole reverb at the end, then there's a tape echo, followed by a phaser, and this compressor, right? Yeah, it's actually pretty dope. And 99 bucks, you can't go wrong with 99 bucks. So I got the messenger going through one of these, and I'm going to put the monopoly on one of these, and that's how that goes. The GR1 and the Mantis are going to have the Verberas, and I'm contemplating if I should get something else for the CS30, because I definitely want the CS30 in the mix. Are there any tile presets? That's a good question. Let me run through. I think I saw something. think it's got 120 of the Convolution Reverb presets, and it's got, I think, 199 of the algorithmic presets. And you mix and match those together, and you got tone, modulation, you know, the attack, the pre-delay, obviously decay. So you got good control. And the fact that this thing is $299 and it's stereo reverb, you have the, oh, I just hit the Prophet X. You got the stereo in on a tip ring sleeve, right? TRS. And basically it's a Y cable, right? So super easy going to the left and right of any stereo synth. Bada bing, bada boom. 9 volt, yeah. It's 9 volt. But the cool thing is they come with their own power supply, so you don't even gotta stress about it. And another thing is they each have USB-C. Now I haven't tried it for power, but I do know that the Zoom pedals use USB-C for power, and that is the handiest feature, at least, you know, as far as I'm concerned, because wall warts are a pain in the ass, and these USB cables, you know, they just slip in and out. Like I have these little adapters that you have spots to plug into. One second, someone just texted me. Hold on, hold up, wait a minute. So I don't even remember what I was saying, but yeah, bro. All right, let me check out these comments here. Banana Rider. Oh yeah, tile. Let's keep running through. Oil can. That's pretty funny. So you want to sound like you're inside of an oil can. Sweet. Neon glow, slap back. Tender spring, tenants to the moon. To the moon, Alice! You add some of the algorithmic preset in there. What do I got in the algorithmic? I mean, the moment I heard this damn reverb, that was it, man. It's just wicked. So, let me know how this is sounding here, because I'm not even paying attention. And I don't know if I'm coming too hot on the mic, but let me know, let me know. Yeah, Banana Rider. It's easy as hell, and they sound good. And that's exactly what I was looking for. Mix and match the two different types of reverb, or just use one, and it sounds wicked. So, how about we cut that for a second? And let me see. What's JML saying? Well, I put JML onto a video earlier, and he was checking out how, because, okay, so it has this button that says clone. And what you can do is you can take another reverb, like I would love to clone the Eventide space, the shimmer that they have, and the black hole effect, because I borrowed JML's pedals a while back. I borrowed the Eventide space, and I loved it. And I think with this thing, I can copy the Eventide space settings. It can literally copy it. You hook the outs, the in, and then the ins to the outs. It creates a loop, and then you hit a button, you hit clone, and it does some little whatever it does, and it clones it, and that's crazy. And then I'll just call it whatever the hell the name is on the, you know, Eventide space, and boom, I got a little bit of an Eventide space on my Verbera. So, all right, let's see what's up here. You know what? Samurai and I made some patches way back when PWM released the new waveforms, the Oscar waveforms for the Mantis, and I'm just gonna go through a few of them, you know, see what they sound like with the Verbera, and yeah, let's see what's up. So I think I made 19 patches, and then Samurai made 11 patches. Now let's go to Samurai's first. I'm gonna go from the bottom up. This is called Ghost Whispers. Peace. Yo, Apollo Hanzo's in the house. What's up, dude? Alright, keep it going. Oh man, guys, I don't know. These freaking pedals are sick. I mean, it's weird, but the sound, the tone of the sound, the textures, it's literally exactly what the freaking hell I was looking for in a reverb. I mean, I just can't get over it. Uncle Chrome. Yeah, this is what I got. 3-wave. And it's actually 1, 2. A matching pair. And lovely. These are a few of the patches that Samurai made. We definitely have different tastes in sounds. He's got a lot of sounds that, you know, custom using in his tracks, right? Some pads, some modulated pads. Can you load generic IR wave? I don't know. Let's see, convolution's nuts, but need horsepower. I don't know about horsepower, but it's got... Okay. Anything orange, convolution. Anything blue, algorithmic. Boom, these are all the... I think it's got 120 of the convolution reverbs. So, whatever this is, Willis Hall 66 floor, is that an FL or FT? Whisper Room, Wiring and Rage, West Cylinder, just some names, right? Interesting. And then on the algorithmic side are more of your traditional reverbs, right? So Chrome, there's I was watching the video on the Verbera earlier, and you basically create a loop with another effect processor. You hit this clone button, and it will run whatever little software it does, and it takes like a minute or 30 seconds, and it will copy the reverb. So I really want to take an Eventide space and copy some of those algorithms. I think it'll be nuts, you know? And, yeah. Rose. What's good, bro? These next few patches I'm going to be going through are the patches that I designed for the Mantis with Oscar waveforms. So yeah, check them out, see how they sound with the Verbera. And about the Mantis, I've noticed in a few comments in some videos where people say how it sounds thin, but you know, once you bring the oscillator 1 sub in on any patch, it just thickens it right up. Yeah, I'm reading your comments. Yeah, I don't really know much about it. I mean, this is my first experience with a convolution reverb. So, you know, I don't know. This thing is easy as hell to use. Basically, picking presets and just adding, you know, your decay, redelay, your attack is kind of simple as hell. As far as copying or cloning other reverbs, you know, I'm definitely going to hit up my boy JML and see if I'll link up on that. Get some interesting, you know, not in the box presets on these bitch. Damn, that sounds sick. Well, let's hear what the sound sounds like without any effect on it, right? Oof. Boring as hell. And also, okay, here. So I know the camera's kind of set up. You can't see the entire Mantis panel right now, but I'm about to add some of the onboard reverb from the Mantis. So you can kind of get a reference for how... I'm not going to say the reverb on the Mantis is shitty, but I'm just not going to say it. How about that? Yeah, that's the reverb on the Mantis. You can affect low pass, high pass, and the time, but it just sounds... It just sounds... Ugh, I can't understand how it sounds. I mean, that's good for, like, I guess day one, if you don't have an effect to throw your Mantis through, but this reverb on the Mantis, retros. Alright, so now let's see, or better yet, let's hear what the Verbera sounds like, because it sounds sick. The Verbera sounds so sick, you guys just don't understand. For $2.99, and dude, it comes with a power supply. I know that's not such a big deal, but you know how it is. When you open up a freaking pedal and there's no power supply, it sucks. And the other day, when I bought the Walrus, dude sold me a power supply for 40 bucks. That is just insult. That's an insult, man. Right. Brace yourself. Brace yourself for the reverb that's about to... Yo, it's Mr. G's. What up, George G's? Hey, Synth Fun, I didn't say what's up to you. What's up, bro? Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm just BSing a little bit, checking out this reverb, because it seems like nobody really knows about it. I saw one video on YouTube with one dude, and he was running the Verbera. I'm sorry, he was running the ASM Hydrosynth through the Verbera. And that's a nice, it's actually a nice little mix there, right? Because it's a Chinese synth and a Chinese reverb, a match made in China. Yeah. It sounds awesome. Come on, that sounds so sick. Woo! Synth Fun, you do need a reverb. We all need a reverb. Some of us need multiple reverbs, as a matter of fact. This pedal is on my Christmas gift from my kids. I already put it on their list, George. That's hilarious. You know what? That's good, man. Force your kids to treat you well. That's what you do, bro. Right? The reason why you have kids is so someone can buy you gifts when you're old. Oof. My God, you hear that? How the pitch... Come on. Come on. This thing sounds redonkulous. I'm gonna take a page out of Sammy's book, and I'm gonna say, I got the best Verbera demo on all of YouTube. Although the Verbera's doing all the work, I'm just tapping a few keys over here. Man, freaking sounds amazing. Funny, Unc. I'll just get you a power supply. Alright, let's see what else we got here. nice. Dude, if I didn't own one, I'd buy one right now. And honestly, three might be the charm. And oh yeah, I was talking to JML earlier. That two of the same reverbs is a flex. But I mean, what else are you gonna do when it sounds so good like this? I mean, okay, if I can copy other reverbs, that means I can borrow someone's Big Sky and copy it, right? And get a bunch of its perhaps best presets, and then I got it on this box, right? Synth Fun, it is stereo. Stereo like an MFer. It uses a TRS input, and it's got left and right output. So boom, stereo. And there's nothing like a really good reverb that is like, I mean, look, I don't care about guitars. If you ask anybody that knows me and my taste in music, I can't stand guitars. So, but this thing is, it sounds sick on synthesizers, and I think you guys might agree. You know? Old church. Let's see what it sounds like in an old church. You know, let me kill the Convolution Reverb. Wow, that is what an old church would sound like, isn't it? Freaking amazing. Come on. Listen, I mean, I'm no shill, but I love synthesizers, I love sounds, and I just can't get over how good this sounds. There's just no denying it. And it's freaking gorgeous. Look at this thing. You gotta know how to tweak it in the right way, right? You can make adjustments. I mean, can you make adjustments? I don't know. That is an excellent question. The answer to which I do not know. Tactical MIDI. What is up, my dude? Tactical. You gotta check out this freaking reverb pedal because it's just amazing. Get a better sound of it. Uncle Chrome, does that answer your question? And Uncle Chrome, let me know if this answers your question. So the MS70 is like my second favorite pedal next to these bad boys. Yeah, I got introduced to those a couple months ago, maybe like 2 months ago. What is the name? It is a Hotone. I don't know if it's Hot One or Hotone. Is it a Hotone? I don't know about Hotones. I think it's Hot One. Hot One Verbera. Chinese pedal, but it's dope. Whoa! see what you guys are talking about. Harmonic Sonics. Yo, Harmonic. I was just a 3-wave earlier today, and this is what I picked up, man. The Sickest reverbs. Now, you may also know this about me. I'm kind of protective over my gear. I don't exactly like telling everybody what I like because I like having, unique pieces. I don't give a shit. You know what? You people are freaking awesome. I know you guys for months, not a year or so or more. Dude, any of you guys should get one of these reverbs. They are that freaking good. And I just can't help but talk good about it because freaking when I hear good sounds, it just makes me smile. Makes me fucking grin up real nice from them pearly whites. Crazy sound. Yeah, Uncle Chrome, the zooms are so simple. And the fact that you can, chain up 6 effects. Not that I have had to use or the need for 6 chained effects yet, but, you put 3 or 4, like, sweet effects, maybe a phaser, tape delay, a nice, what is it, space hole is one of the ones on the zoom pedal. It sounds dope as hell. Yeah, harmonics, bro. It does convolution. It's pretty dope. It's actually, it's a dual reverb. Anything in the orange is convolution. Anything in the blue is like algorithmic. And the combination of them, it just sounds wicked. Really wicked. And the thing I like about it is that when you go from preset to preset, you hear a distinct difference from in between the different presets, and it's satisfying. I don't know if you've had some pedals where you're really struggling to hear a difference from preset to preset, and of course I have extremely limited experience with pedals, so I can only refer to just like 3 reverb ones I've had, and the Walrus. Oh my god, I hated that pedal. Just switching from one preset to the other, like I didn't know what the hell was going on with that thing. So yeah, man, I really like this. The UI, it's awesome. Obviously the screen makes everything amazing because you can see exactly what the hell's going on. The fact that these colors change, and you know what's cool? The darkness around or the light. Oops, wait, you know what? Let me. Okay, so look, the mix. When I turn the mix all the way down to 0, the ring is dead, right? It's dark. Then when I turn the mix all the way up, you'll see that the light will curve around the knob until the entire knob is brightly lit. So even visually, you could kind of see where you're at with the different levels. I know my decay is probably like 75% up. Okay, 50. But you know, it was a guess. Oh man, yeah, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Oh yeah, that sounds nice. You hear that tone swelling up behind these synth stabs, right? That sounds nice as hell. Mini Brute 2S, you're tired of it? Oh man. The Mini Brute 2S, that's the one, or the S stands for, because you can sample into it, is that right? Hotone makes you think of an old joke. Exactly. Those Hotones, those hormones. Interesting. It has a freeze mode here, right? Boom. Ooh, tactical, you're gonna get the messenger. Let me tell you. I love the messenger. Right now I got the messenger hooked up to disconnected it. Yeah, damn it. Oh wait, back up. I'm a big fan of the messenger. It's because it makes these sounds that are just I don't really hear them with other synths. I'm not gonna put it on the camera right now, but you know, when you get in there, start messing with the messenger. This is the messenger right now, and the messenger is going through the zoom pedal, the MS-70 CDR Plus. Anyway, messenger will be for another time. Yo, Droid Void. What's up, dude? Go Chrome says 300 for a Convolution Reverb. Wow. So whatever that Bricasti M7, that's, I'm assuming that's a Convolution Reverb, right? And you're saying it's $49.95 when it first came out. That's pretty bonkers. That's pretty nuts. Under the dome. Time is it? 11:58. I'm probably gonna dip in a few minutes because that video I did last night, that mall, that like backroom / mall kind of video, dude, I was up till like 3:30 or 4 in the morning putting that thing together. Oh yeah, I'm actually really freaking tired. Cosmic Choir. Hey, Uncle Chrome, bro. Take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. You know, Tactical, I had the Hydrosynth for maybe like 2 months, maybe 3 months, and then I sold it. Yeah, it just didn't do it for me. Although I've heard, or I've seen videos where dudes have been getting some really nasty textures out of the Hydrosynth, and it can get very close to analog sounding. I mean, I've heard the Hydrosynth sound really bad, and I've been kind of shocked. But you know, I'm not the type of dude that does a lot of menu diving. Menu diving definitely ain't for me. And yeah, man, I don't like those Hydrosynth menus, those mutators. Like, what the freaking hell's a mutator, and why is it in a synthesizer? I don't want to see that word in a synthesizer for some reason. Just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, so yeah, you know, I know you're an NPC guy, Tactical. Well, I guess you're probably accustomed to, you know, doing all this kind of work inside the box. I prefer using a DAW. You know, everything's just right in my face, and I can just mess around and just have my way with my sounds. A little easier than being trapped in this confining space, which is, you know, whatever architecture that they throw inside these damn boxes, they all gotta be so damn different. But anyway. Here, let me load up something freaky real quick in the GR1. It's actually gonna take a minute to load because for some reason, when you load up a really big sample, it makes it sweet as time freaking loading it up. Yeah, not per function is good for when you're just, I mean, I don't know. I think my mind kind of works with out of sight, out of mind. So unless I've explored a synth, you know, and all that it has to offer, and I know it very well, I'm gonna forget about a lot of the things that it has that are just trapped underneath layers of menu. So yeah, definitely not per function. FL Studio and MPC. Yeah, you know, that's a good combo. I mean, wicked music comes out on FL Studios. I'm definitely not the kind of guy who's gonna hate on another DAW. You know, let me say this. I'm not the kind of guy that hates on any other synth. Well, I do have a history of being a Behringer hater, but you're not gonna find me trying to force my damn synth opinions down other people's throats. You know what I mean? So this sound is still loading up in the damn GR1. It's a huge friggin' file. But what I do with the GR1, I'll give you a little you know, look behind the curtain, so to speak. The GR1, you're able to hook up or load up 2-minute samples. So in the DAW, I'll get a bunch of sounds and I'll put them back to back on one track so that they're just under 2 minutes. I'll export it, I'll throw it onto a zip drive, take the drive, throw it into the GR1, load it up, and with the granular synthesis, even though all these random sounds are all crammed in on one track, the granular will pull sounds from different areas of that file and also different spots in the stereo field. And it just makes for some really interesting, whatever the hell you're doing. Like when I'm scoring these, what this says. Ethical says, no, but thanks to you guys, I have realized that good sound comes from selected few synthesizers. Dude, yes. And for a fact, when I was really doing a lot of synth exploration, I was buying everything. I was buying any damn synth I could get my hands on. And a lot of them got sold because there were lumps of junk. That's your case, Tactical, yeah. But think of it like this. You don't think of it as a negative, right? When you buy these bullshit synths, when you're just getting into synths, you don't know what to buy. You buy things that are cheap because you think every synth sounds the same or they all sound good or you can get good sounds out of any synth. You realize quickly, you know, the reality of that notion that, you know, all synths are not created equal and some synths really suck. And one synth that does not suck at all, the GR. And here, this is a file that I threw together way back when I first started the Backrooms kind of thing on the SRM channel. This is one of the weird kind of mashup wave files. So this is from the GR1. Unfortunately, I can't adjust my camera right now, but this sound is on the GR1 and it's a bunch of like, there's some wind sounds, there's some monsters grunting, there's some weird atmospheric sounds, and they're just smashed in, and the granular is just going to take it from different spots in the stereo field and you know, different spots in general from this 2-minute waveform file. Drop the density, so it's only pulling very few grains at a time. Damn, I should get, you know, I kind of rushed this this video and I didn't set up all my other cameras. I got other cameras that I could have set up on the GR1 and whatnot, but I didn't even think I was going to get into the GR1, but here I am getting into the GR1 and no one can see it. You can just listen. Close your eyes, man. Think of it like old school radio from like the 40s and 50s. Everyone's sitting around the radio and they're using their imaginations to picture what's going on. Just imagine you're standing in the middle of the cemetery. These are the sounds as the wind went through the trees. There's creatures just beyond the tree line that you can't quite make out, but you see their shadows as they're walking to and fro, and your knees are shaking. And your balls have shriveled up because you are scared shitless. But yet you are here in the middle of this cemetery, and you know your fate is sealed because there is no way out. Yo, Synth Fun. Dude, you're not gonna regret it, bro. I'm actually so stoked that you just got a freaking Verbera. Don't be lying to me, Synth Fun. You better freaking have that thing. Dude, that's so awesome, bro. You're gonna freaking love it. Listen to how the Verbera processes these freaking bugged out sounds. Yeah, harmonics. Cameras are such a pain, dude. You don't even understand what I go through to try to get camera shots going. You know? And for some reason, I don't know. These cameras are never just sharp. Like, I can never get any cameras that the freaking image is super sharp. It's freaking driving me nuts. Yeah, bro. Sounds fun. That's how it goes, man. When you got a need, fill it quick, and you won't be stressing. And I'm not gonna say, look, I mean, I've been into synthesizers for over 25 years, I'd say, so I'm not gonna try to say my opinion is better than anybody else's, but I've heard a lot of freaking equipment. I've heard a lot of reverbs, maybe not pedals, because I've never really been into pedals, but I've heard a lot of different reverbs over the years. And, I mean, you can hear what it sounds like. It sounds clean. It sounds nice. It doesn't sound muffled or mid-rangey. Freaking gorgeous reverb. GR1 is the grind of the GOAT. Indeed, bro. I've had it since day one. I was actually on the Kickstarter. It took probably a year for me to get it, or maybe a year and a half when I put the first money in, right? And since my GR1 was one of the first ones, it did have an issue. I actually had, it's got 7 small sliders on the top, and it's got 1 large slider. I had all the sliders in my GR1 replaced because I was having all kind of issues. But yeah. Anyway, so I think this is a wrap for me. I gotta hit the hay. Fellas, super stoked that you guys have been hanging out with me. And now that I got this microphone situation fixed, I mean, does my voice sound okay? It sounds good. Does it sound clear? I don't know. I hope it does. I'm using this DJI mic, which is this little, hold on. This little microphone right here. Pretty dope. It's wireless. It's Bluetooth right into the Mac. And yeah.